let's start with just the beginning, because I've never heard the piece with the cello louder than the piano until today.
Oh,
And
I succeeded. That's great.
you were being very polite, and for this beginning, we need to have an overwhelming, right, piano, and then we have to. Part of it is the struggle to come out. So I think you were enjoying yourself a little too much, yeah. So let's see how you can project with an open piano, even though it's a small piano, yeah. So let's try the beginning. Okay, how is it balanced now? Is the piano too much now? No.
Really?
No?
He's getting blown out of the water.
Exactly. But now it's, I think the audience has to be a little bit blown away with this sea of sound. Yeah? So before we go into shifting, I think that one thing that's going to help you is letting go. You're a little bit holding yourself and you're working hard. And with this thing, you just have to let go, and let's do it without the pickups. So simplify and just let the motion take you away without any effort. Yeah, so just start it by yourself, just with, make it, simplify it. It's better, you're checking the note. Do you need to check the F before you start? You know exactly where it is. You want to project the confidence, right? If you check, me, 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 fa, fa, it doesn't show that's, yeah, what's the feeling, what's the mood that you'd like to project in the beginning?
I think triumphant.
Triumphant, yes. So take your hands away and just let it go. And think of the resonance. It's all about resonance, because the cello has a maximum of sound. We can't play like a trombone or like a trumpet or not even a piano. So it's impossible to compete with the decibel level, but you can always create more resonance. Yeah? And so think of letting go and releasing the sound, and not just playing with the bow, but continuing the sound past the bow. So just make a huge motion that continues. So it's all about what happens after. And so it's almost like a big circle. So the bow doesn't start here, but it starts here and it ends here. Yeah, so arc. It's good, but you're starting right here. So think of making a huge oval. If the bow was like an arc, yeah, which it is, right? It's shaped that way. But think if it was even longer, if it was a foot longer on this side, and so and then you continue the motion. You follow through. Yes, but release, so fall into the string without any, don't block the energy, just let it go. That's already much better. Now add another 10%. Yes. Yes, another 10%. Oh, how is that? Much better. Now let's do it with the F. No vibrato. Wow, that's a big difference. Your cello already sounds much more expensive. Excellent, that was much more, you heard the difference too? Yeah, much more resonance. It sounded more like a horn. Yeah? Oh, you're checking.
Sorry.
Yeah. Check, check, check. Yeah. Now with vibrato. Beautiful. Much better. Excellent. That's beautiful. Now it continues for so much longer. Now let's add a few more notes. So the same thing. Same thing with the G. Yeah, no forcing, just easy, easy. Like, just let it go. Yes, instead of forcing the sound downwards, think of releasing the sound from the cello. So it's just letting go. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Let the sound breathe. Don't think about playing loudly, just think of releasing it away. Slow. Beautiful. Excellent. Go on. Oh, you started working. No work, just fun. Yeah, just release, release, release. The first two gestures were beautiful, and then you started to work. I have to, excuse me, I have to concentrate now. Release, let it go. Yeah, don't worry about intonation. Don't worry about it. Just release. Make yourself comfortable first. Because if you're not comfortable, if your muscles are tight, the sound is going to be tight. Yeah. So I see you really wanting to do well.
Okay.
What if we can turn the volume totally off so nobody could hear you? So it's just based on how you look. You can sometimes look at somebody without even hearing, and you can tell if they're good or not, right? So think about just releasing. How is that? Yeah?
I'll try.
Okay. No, don't try.
Okay, okay.
Do the opposite. Just, I can see you like, I hope it's in tune. I hope it's in tune. Don't worry about it. Play out of tune. Oh, I heard that. Let it go. Do it again. Yeah, I'm trying to distract you so that you don't care. Go ahead. Yes. Good, now release the bow, plant your feet in the ground. Let it go. Yes! Much better. You're releasing, you're letting the strings spin. Before you were, right? So it sounds like a different person. Shall we add the piano? How about we do it slow motion first?
Sure.
Oh, I heard that. Do we care? No. We just want you to feel comfortable. Okay? Think about where would be a place where you would be really comfortable, where you wouldn't do that.
When I'm sleeping.
Okay, so excellent. You're sleeping right now. This is just a dream. Nobody's here. Up, 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 up. Look up, look up. Look up. Look up. Yes, yes. Look up. Beautiful. Look up. Look up. Okay, how was that? How did you sleep well?
It was somewhat.
Somewhat better, but you felt uncomfortable because there are people here.
Yeah.
Because it made you look up. Why do you look down? Does it help you feel better about where you are?
Why do I look down?
Yes.
I guess because some reason.
Somebody told you to look down.
No, like if I guess I want to look down for some reason.
Why?
Maybe.
Where exactly? Do you have stickers or something? Pencil marks? No. So it's just psychological, right? It makes us feel secure, but it makes it makes no difference, really. And it's so much more communicative if you look up. Even if you play the same, we're going to feel very different about you. Because you're telling us a story. And if you have a storyteller who looks down all the time, even if they speak up, it doesn't quite feel the same way as if you were. Yeah? When you played this, it was very beautiful. You were letting yourself free because you weren't worried about the left hand. So I think you're spending too much focusing on this side and not enough on this side. Yeah? So let's try once again and just, it's already getting better. We don't care about that. Okay? In between. No forcing. Yes. Over there. Up. You're a little bit forcing. You're a little bit forcing. Think about letting go. Yeah, don't be stingy with your bow. Just keep releasing, keep releasing. If you run out, you know what you're going to do? Change directions. Exactly. Up. Yes. Up, up, up. Yes. Yes. Release, release, release. Okay, how are the shifts now? The shifts were excellent. Do you agree?
It was better.
You nailed the hardest one, you nailed it.
Okay.
You disagree?
No. It was slower.
It was slower, but you nailed it. It was confident, the sound was beautiful. Why? How come you nailed the shift?
Because I wasn't thinking about it as much.
Exactly. You see, so in some ways you have to distract yourself from the shift. Yeah. How do you practice the shift?
Shift to notes around it.
Shift to notes around it.
Yeah, but I still missed it. Like.
What do you mean shift to notes around it?
Like when I practiced that one.
Yeah.
I practiced like. And then.
Explain yourself. I'm curious about that.
Oh, well, like, cause like sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if I can like choose the notes around it, then I'll be like, oh, I can do that note. But then
Okay.
I still missed it this time, so I'm just like, oh, maybe not.
To me, it's a little bit counterintuitive.
Yeah.
I do something similar, but without a goal. Because if you're practicing to the notes around it, then that's where you're going to go. Right? You are what you practice. So if you practice going to D sharp, you'll more likely to end up on a D sharp. Right? So first is take away the destination and just let it go. So and just think about the flow and the letting go, the falling, because that's the most important thing, is the relaxation. Yeah? And because you can nail the shift, but if it's tight, it won't sound good. Even if it's in tune, right? You want to really release. Just like you release the strings now and you let them spin and sing, the sound was so much better. You want to do the same thing with the shift. So let me see the same thing. You're just going on vacation, and it's like going for a walk without having a destination. We're doing it for the sake of the walk, not to go somewhere specific, just to relax. Okay? So every time you shift, you're going to go to a different note. And then we don't care which note.
Okay.
So the only note that we care about is F. That's your home, right? And then you go somewhere. I'm just going for a walk. Oh, you're tuning. That's it. You're looking at the music, right? Why?
Because I want someone to look at.
Okay. So, first of all, let's do it without the string. So let's just release. Yes, perfect. Let it go. Perfect. Now do it on the string. You know how to fall already. Exactly. That was perfect. Again. Now you're relaxed, right? Because we can't hear it. So now do this. I call it dyslexic practicing. Playing the shift on the wrong string. So it feels exactly the same, except it doesn't sound quite the same, right? So let's release. Go ahead. Release. Good. Good. Perfect. That's the step number one of when I practice the shift, is the falling part. And I think it's a huge advantage over the violin, because in violin there's no topography. It's all in the same altitude, and we have this advantage of falling. Of course, we then have to pay back, but the going down shift, we really feel the difference in the gravity. And so use your gravity as your friend. Yeah, don't fight it. So release it. So that's the first part, is falling. The second part is rhythm. A lot of people don't practice rhythmic shift. And I think that's super important, because that gives you consistency. Yeah? So let's do the same thing with a metronome. Ready? Oh, you're checking the note again. You got to change your psychology, reverse psychology. Yeah? If you don't care about it, then you'll make it. Ready? And same thing. Good. Prepare your elbows so that you're at the same level, right? So that start from here. Check your elbow level, and then when you come back, that's your starting point. So you want to be there before you start shifting. Right? Good. And then don't forget to fall. Use gravity and drop. Drop. Right? And release. Yes. Now fall back. Elbow check. That's it. Okay. Step number 3, which is kind of step number 1, is the most important one. What is it? What's the most important ingredient of shifts? The bow.
No, I don't know.
Anybody?
Having a cello in the first place?
That's very important. You can't shift without a cello. Fantastic. I never even thought of that. You can't shift with a trombone. Well, trumpet you can, but trombone you can. Anybody else?
Hear the note.
That's right. You have to hear it. Yeah. For me, step number 1 is breathing. Because you know what's going to happen if you don't breathe? You'll die. That's right. So if you inhale, most people, when I shift, I often hold the breath, and then it makes you tight. So the exhale, you're very, very good at the inhalations. You got to practice the exhalations. So to this, you add the exhale. So we have the fall, we have the metronome, and then all you need to add is perfect. You already know how to do that. Ready? Let's go. Inhale. Go ahead. Exhale. Perfect. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Now, do the same thing on the A string, and we don't care where we're going. Just go anywhere as long as you exhale and you release. Go ahead. Up, don't fix it. Don't fix it. Good. Up, you fixed it. So you're still thinking about your destination. You're trying to get to somewhere specific. That only adds this. You're worried about getting there on time. Nope. Just, we don't care. Good. Don't listen, don't listen. Oh, that was good. Perfect. Excellent. No looking. Exhale. Don't forget to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Prepare your elbow. Prepare your elbow before you go. You keep going. Yeah. An equation with one variable is hard enough. What you're doing is two variables because you go up and down. So stay with the elbow. You have enough. Just keep it. We're just practicing the shift. Ready? And exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Two more. Good. Don't fix it. Exhale. Exhale now. Good. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Okay. How are those shifts?
Could be better.
Much better. Did you say it could be much better?
Yeah. No, they were better.
They were much better.
They were much
I thought so. You got to be an optimist when you practice. Yeah. If you always think about what's not good, then you won't sleep. But you have to think, where was I 5 minutes ago? If you improved in the last 5 minutes, and I think it sounds much better, the sound is more open, and your shift is much more consistent, and it's not tight. So I think it's far better. Is it where you want to be ideally? Not yet, but we're getting there. You just started. What do you think? If you're always thinking it's not good enough, it's good enough, then it's not going to be good enough ever, right? And we want to have that mindset of always improving, but you got to give yourself the credits when you do something good. So now let's try to put it in context. Yeah, exhale and don't worry about where you land. Put your feet on the ground. Yeah. Did you take ballet ballet when you were young? No. Okay. So let's really plant our feet. Exhale and relax. Good. Good. Again. Ready? And. Good. Good. Now let's add a little bit more spin with the bows. That was tight. I missed it, but I was relaxed. Right? So before I think about intonation, I think about the gesture and opening up. Okay. And then you can fine-tune the intonation. Okay? Ready? Exhale. Good. Excellent. Now without forcing. Do the same thing and keep the bow moving. Good. More speed, more speed. Use more speed. Go ahead. Just this note. More bow, more bow, more bow, more bow. More bow, more bow. More speed, more speed, more speed. More speed. Yes. Now you can add a little bit of weight. So let it spin. Yes. Yes. That actually travels faster. And you can always add weight, but just don't choke the string. Shall we do the beginning and just...
Sorry, Amir.
Oh!
Next person, sorry.
Oh, okay. So, let's just summarize. You got to change your psychology of practicing because you can fix things really quickly. Yeah, you just have to change your mindset because you like to work hard. But hard work is not, physically is not going to make it better. You got to release and don't focus on your destination. Think about relaxing first because if your body's relaxed, then you'll be able to get there. But if you're tight, then you can practice 7 hours a day, but it won't get better. Okay? Any questions? Keep releasing and just think about the sound you want and about the character that you want, and then fine-tune the left hand. Don't start with the left hand, and that will give you more freedom and more flexibility. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Beautiful. Brian, nice to meet you. Very beautiful playing, very sensitive. Yeah. How long have you been working on this?
A few months now.
Great, terrific. Is there something that's bothering you?
No, I was just nervous.
That's okay. That happens, right? I would like to work on your sound, because there were some points that you sounded really beautiful, and in other places you sounded very shy. And I have a feeling that it's to do with your thumb. Yeah. So, can you give me a G, please? Find it. Okay. Why don't we begin from the end? Yeah, I like to start from the beginning, but this time we'll start from the end. So play the last chord. Yes. Do you want it to fade?
Yeah.
Why? Of course it's going to fade, but the question is, do you want to end really, really softly? should be coming away? What's the character that you feel that it should end? There's no one way to do it, right? There's multiple ways. So what do you feel right now?
Some sort of peace.
Yes. Why? Because?
I just played 7 minutes of music.
That's right. But what happened here that gives us the feeling of peace?
The major.
Exactly. The Picardy third, the E natural. So if you back away, then it makes us feel, it makes us question, right? So in order to resolve, I would go towards that. Yeah. It's the exhale. Yeah. So can you play just the last chord? Yes, and even more weight. Yeah. Just let it go. Really put your body weight and let it release downwards. Yeah. How about just the C string? That's already better. Now put some more weight in there. So it just... Yes, that's already much better. It fills the space more. Now the 2 strings. Yeah, and feel even more weight, even more weight. Yeah, so I'm just releasing my arm weight. Try that. Drop the weight and then release it to the side. Yes. Just the top 2 notes. Much better. Now exhale and do the same thing. Exhale first and then play. So go like this. Release and yes, there you go. That's a much bigger sound because you're not holding yourself, yeah? Exhale first, exhale first. Yes, yeah, you don't breathe enough, yeah? So, and then you can decide I want less or I want more, as long as it's not your body deciding, but you can decide. Now let's go back to the previous chord. Exhale. Good, now let's plan the breath to fit the resolution, right? So we definitely want to exhale on the resolution. Let's just do that. With a big exhale, yeah. Don't hold, just release. Drop, drop. Drop your weight, go. Even more. Use your body weight. Yes. Now add the exhale to that. How was that? Much better. Now let's inhale first and then exhale. So inhale for the dominant. So we want just the G. Yeah, without the C, without the C. So start from the G string. Yes, exhale. Up. Yes. Don't forget the exhale. Yeah, so instead of thinking of the chords, think of the breath. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Yes, and then finish. Because it's major, don't back away. Give it to us. Yes. Go past the string. Up, 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 up. Yes, yes. Then we can all exhale together. Yeah, if you fade and then you keep your breath up, then we weren't sure that we should clap because we didn't feel the release. Okay? Now let's go from this guy. Exhale first. Yes. Good. That's okay. Inhale. Exhale. Much better. Much better. A little faster bow. Just the last one. Faster. Yes. Yes, exactly. Now this is full of tension. Right? But we don't want the thumbs to have tension. So how do we practice letting go of tension in the thumbs? How do you practice letting go of tension?
I just don't touch my thumb too.
You don't touch your thumb.
Yeah.
Is it possible to not touch the thumb, not touch the neck, but still have tension?
Yeah.
Yes. So how do you make sure that it's 100% relaxed?
I'm not sure.
Any suggestions? Don't touch the notes. Take away the weight. Yeah, don't put any weight on the strings. When you're playing harmonics, there's no way that you can press the thumb. So let me hear that with harmonics. Go ahead, go ahead. Yes, beautiful. How did it feel?
Sounded terrible.
I didn't ask how it sounded. I asked how it felt.
Weird.
Weird in what way? You're not used to it. Do it again and do it without the bow. Just harmonics, only harmonics, only harmonics. Let's go from beginning. So from the beginning of a fugue. Let's do it without the bow first. Only harmonic, only harmonic. Yes, very gentle. Very, very close to the, stay really close to the string. Go slowly, please. Really slowly, really slowly. So let's slow. No, 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 no. I can hear you. Let's do it without, listen to me. Instead of using muscles, we want to really use weight and transfer the weight by pivoting from one note to the next. So go really slowly and just feel that it's just slow motion. Yes, there's no effort. Yes. Yes, how does that feel?
Relax.
Exactly. So now let's add the bow. Very slowly. Go ahead. Yes. Beautiful. Don't listen, just feel. Yes. How do you feel? Relaxed? Excellent. That's the goal. Now that was successful, now we can put a little bit more weight in there. So let's go to 25%. It's going to hurt a little, so please forgive us. Okay? I hope there are no cats here. Let's try this. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see a little pressing with the thumb. That's the only thing you're thinking about. You're not listening, you're just thinking about letting go here. Only 25%, so it's very light. Okay? Thumb, 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 thumb. Relax the thumb. And relax the thumb. Are you relaxing the thumb? Good. How's your thumb doing? You relaxing? Yeah? What are you relaxing? Good. Are you relaxing? The thumb? Who's relaxing the thumb? Uh-huh. Keep really. How's it feeling? How do you feel? Good. Let's go to 50%. Ready for 50? Don't worry about the sound, just keep the thumb very soft. Very soft thumb. Keep the thumb soft. And while you're softening the thumb, also soften that thumb too. Go ahead. Yes. Breathing, that's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, how do you feel?
Relax.
Excellent. 75%. Ready? Don't care about the sound, don't care about the intonation. Just let the thumbs be really, really soft and supple. Okay? 1 and 2 and. Good. Relax your thumb. Excellent. Thumb is relaxing. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Thumb is relaxing. Excellent. Thumb is relaxing. That's okay. How is the thumb?
Relax.
Exactly. That's the only thing we care about. Are you ready for what's the next step?
100.
97. Let's try. Up. We don't care about anything but the thumb. Ready? It's almost 100. Let the thumb relax. Relax the thumb. Relax the thumb. Good. Relax the thumb. Good. Excellent. Go on, go on. Go on. Relax the thumb. Good. Thumb is relaxing. Good. That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Thumb. Keep going. That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Thumb is relaxing. Thumb is relaxing. Keep thinking about the thumb. Keep going. Thumb is relaxing. Okay. How was that?
Relaxing.
Uh-huh. How was your sound?
Different.
How different?
Kind of different. Kind of different.
Kind of different, but more specifically, how was the sound quality? Much better. It was more beautiful. It was more relaxed. And it was much more consistent. Before you were going in and out. Now it was just, you were just letting the weight do the work for you. Yeah, and it just sounded much more natural. That was very beautiful now. You weren't even, how was the intonation? It was better. Why was the intonation better if you weren't even thinking about it?
Because it was moving on instinct.
You were thinking about, your muscles were relaxing. And when you're relaxing, then your fingers know where to go. Yeah, because they've done it long enough, right? It's when you start squeezing with the hands, with the thumbs, then that's when things start to run away from you. Just like in the Brahms, yeah? The more you try, the further away it gets away from you, yeah? How much time do we have?
Move on to the next one.
Okay, that was very, very good. So I think it's a painful exercise, but if you do that from beginning to an end, how long would it take? You start with 0, and then you go to 25 and 50, and then you realize that you don't need to go to 100. You can go to 98 or 99, and it sounds the same, right? And then you can skip, because then you feel like, hey, I don't need to do 25. I'm relaxed. I can go straight to 50. So in the beginning, it takes a long time. But after a few days of doing this, you'll feel that your hand is so much softer. And even though you're doing less, you're in control much more, because you're not squeezing. And you're just doing it with the natural weight of the body. Okay? Does that give you something to work on?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you.
Who picked the piece?
I did.
Excellent. How did you find it?
One of my friends played it a year ago, and that was the first time I had heard it, and I just,
Great.
yeah, really liked it.
Wonderful. Is this your score
Yes.
that you sent me,
Mhm.
or because it's a little bit upside down?
Oh, I thought I flipped it.
I have 2 pages that. Do you have it?
Mine is not upside down.
Would you airdrop it to me?
Yes.
Because my neck started to hurt from.
Oh
I was getting a little dizzy.
no. I should know how to do this. This is not my iPad.
Oh, okay.
I turned AirDrop on.
So you have to go like this, and then share,
Oh my goodness.
and then 4 score, and then
Maybe AirDrop, maybe. No.
airdrop.
Yeah.
Yes. No people found. Okay, that's so maybe just email. No? Okay, never mind. We'll have to do it without.
I'm sorry about your.
I'll have to stand upside down. Okay. So, I'd like to talk about the same exercise that we just did, except for the right hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when you played the harmonics, it was beautiful. Yeah, when you played open string, it's lovely. But sometimes you have a tendency to a little bit close off. So can we try the very end, going backwards?
Starting.
Just play the last phrase. Yes, beautiful. Now do the same, just play the last note. Let's tune the strings first. That's not good. Okay. We both scored a tour, but
Yes.
I'm the wrong one. Can I have your A?
It was 440 upstairs.
That sounds a little higher than 440. Let's check. Play your A? Which A is this? I'll just take yours. And check your D. It wasn't quite perfect. It's almost there. For this piece, it really is important to have the perfect fifth. That's better. Check your G. What was interesting is now your sound was very beautiful. When you were just playing open strings, you were just releasing the sound, yeah? So play the last note. Plant your feet in the ground. No efforts, just release. That's it. Are you trying? A little bit. You're thinking about it. Just let it go. Yes. Now play the previous notes. Yes, 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 that was good. That was good. Yes. Okay, now play that whole first, the whole last 6 beats. Yes, the last 3 are beautiful because they're open. Let's get the same quality. So play it. Play it with one hair. Just float, float. Yeah, and then just one hair. Only one or 2. Even less, 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 less. Really light, super light. Less, even lighter. So, like you're faking it. Yes. No. Even softer. Yeah. Go on. Nothing. Less, 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 less. As soft as you can. Like, don't let anybody hear. Only the person on stage should hear it. It's pretty loud still. I know. That's about like 8 hairs. We want to have 1, right? So that's 0, right?
Yes.
Now, gentle, gentle, gentle. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Don't worry about the left hand. Just think about floating. Do it again. Yes. Breathe, breathe, and just float. Exhale. Yes, yes. Breathe, please. Ooh, that was really beautiful. What was different?
When I was breathing.
You were breathing, and what was different about the experience?
Like I wasn't interfering so much with the bow.
Yes, because it was more continuous. There was flow.
Yeah.
So one bow went to the next without interruptions.
Yeah.
So now let's do the same thing with 23 hairs. That's too much, that's too much, that's too much. Gentle, gentle. It's very soft, really soft. Yeah, you're not playing yet. Yes, yes. Even that transition, make all the transitions really, really gentle.
Yeah.
So all the motions, think of slowing them down and take your time. Breathe. Yes, exactly. Yes, now gentle. Yes, beautiful. Gentle now, change. Yes, the only bump was where? Here, when you change strings. So prepare the string crossing. Do it first on one bow, and then once you get there, then change the bow. Let's do it now with 40–50% of your hairs. Take your time. There's no rhythm. Yeah, you can get whenever you get there, you get there. You just have to breathe. Yes, take your time now. Yes. 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 That was much smoother, except for this at the end. Don't tell us how you feel about it. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Don't show us your feelings. Okay, let's add a little bit more and just continuous. Let's go from the last line, from the previous one. Gentle, gentle, gentle. 75%. Yes. Yes, gentle now. Beautiful. Yes. Take your time now. Now take your time, slow, slow, slow. You're not happy. It's hard for me to say anything about that after you make a face like this. I thought it was very beautiful because I thought it was magical because you just kept us in the same sound world.
Yeah.
And you weren't trying to play individual notes, you were just continuing the motion from one bow to the next. How did it feel?
It felt good. I just wasn't happy with the last 2 notes and that's the phase. But the rest felt a lot more.
If you're unhappy and you know it, don't clap. Don't show it to us. We don't want to know. You have to act, even if you're unhappy, because the moment you show it to the audience, it's like figure skating, right? What do they have to do at the end? Right? Like in the Olympics, the gymnastics, they have to smile no matter what. Why? Psychology.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, if they do this, what are the judges going to think? Oh, that must have been bad because she was unhappy about it, right? So now let's go and pick another place. Which place would be? What's a good spot?
For the ending? Or?
Anywhere. I have to flip myself. Oh no! Oh no! It's turning. Doesn't work. Okay, so we'll have to do one of the straight.
Which pages are right side down?
You pick. Just do the beginning.
Yeah. Sure.
I tried to edit and just nothing worked. I'm no good at this. Let's go to 50%. It's only poco forte, right? So it doesn't have to be loud. Think about the bow, not the left hand. Just float from one, yeah? So this is like a stream of consciousness, right? When he goes, then there's more going on. But in the beginning, it's like you're just dreaming. And it's just one association coming and one going, and yeah? So you don't need to define it. Just let it go. Just let it happen. Oh, it's a little bit controlled. It's a little controlled. Just let it happen. Very smooth, very slow, gentle. Slow motion. Yes. 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 Take your time. Beautiful. Gentle, don't control. You have a lot of time, yeah? Yeah, you're working a little too hard. Just play from here. It's a resolution, right? Everything wants to go to D, right? Yes. Good. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah.
Take your time here. Yes. Yes. Question mark? Okay, how is that introduction? How was the introduction?
I mean, a lot of it felt better.
It's not yet there, right? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is, we're not playing it, we're halfway there. So it's underplaying. Here, I know it's forzando, but it doesn't start forte. We're in mezzo piano, and then we have a, right, it's forzando, the tempo changes abruptly. But what if you start, and then open it up? Try that.
Just right out.
Yeah. Very good. Much better. Now think of more resonance. Yeah, the beginning of the notes are great. Think of what happens after you release. So try to keep as many as much vibrations and overtones as you can. Just the F sharp. Better. Yes. G, next one out. Even more. Yes. Release. Next, yes. Next one. Good. Yes. Ooh, that was beautiful. Now, ta-da-dum, tim, pom, pom. Release. Keep releasing. Go ahead. No trying, no working. Just let it go. Don't think. You don't even need to look at the music, right? Yes. Almost longer and yes. That was beautiful. Go on. Good. How is that for you? How is that? How is it tone quality?
Good. Yeah, it feels a lot more free and open.
Much, much more beautiful. And then in the left hand, I would just do the, I don't know if you heard the exercise that we did with the left hand. Just release, just play a lot of harmonics. And then when you're playing those shifts, just really so. Just let it go. Slide slowly. Good. Release. Don't worry about where you're going. Just breathe. Yes. Exhale. Perfect. Good. Now add a little vibrato. You have a lot of time, There's no rush. Yes, keep going. Yes. Almost. Yes. Same thing. You were playing in tune, but you were trying to get there in time, right? So Just let it go. Don't control. That's okay. Breathe. Exhale. Do it in one bow. Don't look. And take it all the time you want. Yes. Do it again. And exhale. Yes. Beautiful. Now add a little vibrato. Shoulder relaxing. Yes. Yes. And then find a really beautiful, vulnerable vibrato up there. Yes. Continue. No trying. You tried. We saw it. You worked. It was so beautiful, and then you started working, right? Keep releasing, keep releasing. It has to sound, it's a very improvisatory piece,
Yeah.
right? So don't worry about playing it perfectly. It's about the experience, right? Yes. Yes, string crossings very smooth. Okay, that was a lot better.
Sorry, Amir. Yeah, move on to the next person.
I don't want to move on. That was so much more beautiful. Think about the string crossings. Think about all these transitions, just to release and to let go, and then you'll see that it comes much more easily.
Yeah.
That was very beautiful. Thank you so much. Bravo. How long have you been working on it?
Probably a month and a half to 2 months now.
Great, beautiful playing. Yeah. And have you been playing the whole sonata?
Yeah, we did work with that.
Great, wonderful. So, which movement would you like to start with? Okay. So why don't we start from the beginning of the adagio? Is that okay? Okay, very good. So what's unusual about this?
It's very short. Slow.
It's really short. Unfortunately, it's like one of the most beautiful things he wrote for cello, and it's so short, right? I wish, that's one wish from all the sonatas, I wish this movement was a full movement, yeah? I would be very curious to find out why he made it so short. What else is unusual about this?
I guess I'd say the cello doesn't really have the melody for a little bit.
That's right. That's right. And the funny thing is that usually if you come in second, we expect you to be, right, to be more important. Because whoever is more important comes second. The queen always comes last, right? She never shows up first and then waits for everybody else, right? So it creates, we think we're going to come in with a solo, but actually you come in with just a color. When you came in, it sounded, I was like looking for the solo because of your sound. So can you be a little bit more in the background? Yeah, a little bit more secondary, so that less core to the sound. And then when you finally come in with the melody, then, so it's changing between the primary and the secondary. Yeah. Yeah, and that was much better. When you articulate, can we start from the third bar? So again. Crescendo to piano. So that's a surprise. That's also unusual because you think you're going to do something and then he does the opposite. The articulation could be more gentle. So it doesn't. You don't need to enunciate as much because you're just the secondary. Yeah, you're just gliding on top of the piano part. Okay, and then the staccato can be just separate. It doesn't have to be short. As long as it's separate. Yeah. One last time. A little bit more resonance. Yeah. So even though we're secondary, you want to blend into the sound. Yes, beautiful. Almost. There's too many important notes. Yeah, I think of all it is just the E going. The E is just going to an F sharp through, right? The other notes are ornaments. So you can just make them. Everything else is just less important. How about just from there? Yes, relax. Yes, gentle. Yes. Now crescendo. Beautiful. I thought that was much better. He does again the same thing. He does a crescendo, right? And then, so you're doing a little bit of diminuendo before the piano. You're giving away the surprise. When you play finally, when you come in with the melody, I would love to hear more of blooming. When you're just, now is an incredible season where you're looking outside and the trees that have been bare for so many months have unbelievable flowers, and it's so beautiful. So as soon as you play, can I play with you? From the cello melody from bar 9. So then now you could be a little bit secondary. 2, 3. Now the chromatic. It's so beautiful. It's the wrong notes, and then releasing. So maybe the vibrato could be a little bit more continuous. Can you try it without the bow, for instance? Very gentle shift now. So let's continue the vibrato all the way to the E. Yes. Continue, continue, continue. Up. It stopped. So keep the motion. Instead of pressing, just think about the motion coming from the wrist instead of the fingers. So it's not the fingers that are vibrating, it's the wrist that's just keeping. So it doesn't matter what finger I'm on, it's always continuous. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes. And then you'll have a beautiful legato with the vibrato. Try that. Continuous. Better? Oh, almost. Slowly, slowly. Just let it melt from one finger. Yes. Oh, almost, almost. The 4-3 was perfect. Just continue the motion. Yes, gentle, gentle. Less pressure, less pressure. Yes, yes. And then go from 2 to 1. Yes, release the thumb pressure and then go backwards. Very gentle. Yes. There you go. Yes, now let's try. It's not pretty, but it's continuous. Just think of the continuity of the motion. So it's all about releasing and continuing. Yes, take your time. Take your time. Slide. So I'm just thinking of continuing. It's like a beautiful legato, except with the left hand. Yes, take your time, take your yes, 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 yes. Beautiful, yes. Take your time now. Slow. Oh, oh. Take more time. It's all about preparation. Take your time, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Go on. Don't worry about how it sounds, yeah. Keep the bow smooth. Yes. Take your time there. Slow motion. Yes. Yes. Go on. Gentle, 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 gentle. Yes. So don't listen to the sound. It's like bouncing on one foot, and then when you transition your weight from one foot to another, nobody can really tell when you're doing it, right? So it has to be very, very continuous. It's all about balancing, pivoting and balancing. Yes, yes, beautiful. Yes, excellent. Now let's make it a little bit more, what's the word? Presentable vibrato. So, tiny bit faster. Take all the time you need. Take the time. Yes, beautiful. Yes. Up. Think about in between the notes. Oh, the string crossing is a little bit rough. Yeah, take your time there. We want the transitions to be really, because when you play, the actual note is beautiful, but the transition, we want it to be smooth. Yes, perfect. Excellent. Yes, go on. Relax the thumb. Oh, 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 oh. That was old Tristan. Now we want new Tristan, right? You spoiled us. So now when we heard how beautiful the smooth transition was, now we just want that. Go ahead. You can also do it with harmonics if you want. Take your time, please. Transition, smooth, smooth. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yes. So you're spending a lot more time in between. Yes. Take your time. Yes. Take your time. Yes. Yes, exactly. Let's try. Do we dare try it with piano? How about, let's do it under tempo. Take your time. Better. Take your time now. Much better. Yes. Question? Change the vibrato speed. Oh. Yes. Beautiful. Take your time now. Oh. oh. New Tristan. Go ahead. Okay, how was that? How was the beginning?
Felt more confident.
Yeah, and it really helped the sound become a lot more, right? There was continuity. Sometimes it's a little bit of, I can see a little bit of tightness in the knuckles. So you want to keep the knuckles really, really soft. So if you take the exercise that we did before with playing harmonics, and you combine it with the vibrato, it's going to make it so much smoother. Yeah, it's something that takes time, but all you have to do is just practice scales and practice harmonics, and then slowly let the weight sink, and then you'll see that it's just, you want to feel like butter. Yeah, and then in the allegro, then you want like incredible energy. So if going from very gentle and continuous, here you want it to be alive. Yeah, so play just the left hand with a lot of almost electric energy. Yeah. Yeah, and then very playful. Yes, now with just the bow. Oh, you want the same bow speed for the 4 notes? Or but not right? No cruise control. Yes. And then let the hand be very, again, knuckles, very gentle, very soft joints. Let the thumb be a little bit curved. Yes. Yes, there you go. Yes. Good. Do you want equal bows? Right? So you want each one to be a little bit different. So experiment with the amount of bow you're using. Go ahead. Yes. Now play it. So, a little bit more bow. Yes, now. You're getting still a little stuck with the knuckles. Very playful. Yes, yes. Try it. Much better. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Energy. Yes. Much better. How did that feel?
Good.
Excellent. You want to try it together?
Sorry, Amir. We are unfortunately out of time.
Oh. Can you just play it one time? Okay. Excellent. Okay. Keep practicing with independent hands, because that will really create a big difference for you, both with the bowings and with the energy of the left hand. So the continuity of the vibrato, right? You want it, it's two totally different things, so that's why I separate the hand. So on the slow parts, to really continue the vibrato, and then in allegro, to have it, in this case, really alive, so that each note gets a burst of energy. And then with the bowing, to work on the phrasing. So if you do that very, very slowly, and then you build it up with the metronome, it will be beautiful. Excellent. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.